What's up, everybody? It's Greg with Delta. This is the Be the Difference podcast. This podcast is all about making you a better person in your life and in your business with coaching on sales, leadership, mindset, marketing, everything under the sun when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And today's a very special episode. I have not done an episode like this in quite some time where I just come on myself and do a little rant. But there's been some changes in our business, in the business model here at Delta. And there's been a lot of growth with agents reaching out again and wanting help and wanting to find a better path in order to have success within the insurance industry. And so I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about something that I've seen in responses or in the messaging from agents reaching out and the things that they're looking for, and kind of the overall perspective that I've seen that agents are having that is what's holding them back. So the other day, it was one specific example, but this has been happening a lot. But the other day I had somebody reach out to me on TikTok from an old video that I posted about insurance. And they were like, hey, I keep seeing videos like this, and it seems like insurance is a really easy way to work for yourself, right? What is this something I should be looking into? And there's two things wrong with this question. One, it's assuming that being an entrepreneur is easy, right? And two, it's assuming that I'm going to have the answer for what's good for you, right? I don't know what's good for you, right? And there is no easy path to being a solopreneur or entrepreneur or finding success even as an intrapreneur. It's going to be work. It's going to be challenging. There's going to be struggles. There's going to be times when you're down. There's going to be times when you're going to have to push through. You're not going to be motivated to work, and you're not going to want to have to get up early or stay late and do the extra activities or tasks to put yourself ahead. But the successful people do it, right? The entrepreneurship is getting kicked down and getting kicked while you're down sometimes over and over and over again. And you persevering through it because you know at the end of this that it's eventually going to stop, and you're going to get so strong through all this beating that you're going to be able to accomplish great things, right? So I had this conversation with this cat, and I'm trying to explain to him, I'm like, well, it's not exactly easy, but it is a method. There's things you can make money. It's a good industry. You can make good money as long as you're willing to work. And I don't know what's good for you, man. It depends on what you're doing, right? He's like, well, if I started, how would I be able to make sales? I was like, well, it depends. There's three main ways that you can make sales in insurance, okay? And this is on Medicare, or if this is on life insurance, it doesn't matter, right? You can sell to friends and family, all right? You can sell to people that are connections with you, like say social media following, acquaintances, stuff like that. People like contacts you have on your phone, right? You can create social media that's part of that second tier, that second group. You can also create social media content that will draw more people in, that will provide value, that will get them to want to engage with you offline in order to get assistance and help. Or you can just buy leads, right? And he was like, well, which one's easier? Which one's better? And I was like, it's not about being easier. Each one of them has a cost. It just depends which cost you're willing to spend. Are you willing to spend time with trying to sell to your friends and family and trying to convince them, which is very difficult, by the way. It's doable, but it's difficult in its own sense, its own right. Are you going to spend time learning social media algorithms, how to post, when to post, how to create value-based posts, how to make sure your content is sticky and people want to watch it, how to have a range of content, not just have the same thing all the time? Are you going to get good with speaking on Reels, speaking on camera? This is stuff that takes time. If this is stuff that you're not willing or you're not used to, it will take time. So you have to be willing to go for the long haul for months. I know somebody that did this for 7 months before they got their first lead. 7 months consistently of posting on social media 5 times a day, doing reels 5 times a day for 7 months before they finally got their first lead. But then they've been doing it so long, they learned so much. They got so good at it that it was like filling up a pipeline because it just started exploding past that, right? Are you willing to do that for 7 months? You willing to spend that time, right? Or you can spend money and you can buy leads of people that are interested in having a conversation. The sale's not done, but if they're interested in being contacted. So you can spend time and get expertise, or you can spend money and still have to spend time getting expertise, but it'll be quicker. It's up to you. Like, it just depends, right? He's like, well, it sounds like doing the social media would be easier. I'm listening to this and I'm like, dude, if you got, out of everything that I just told you, if you got the social media was easier, then you're not listening. Then you're not listening. Because I'm not talking about just doing like, he's like, well, what do I post? Dude, that's the hard part. You think I'm going to give you what to post every single day? I'm not, well, no. Like, this is something you got to come up with. Do you even know how to monetize a following? You could have a following of 10,000 followers on 100,000 followers on your Instagram. If you don't know how to monetize them, if you don't know how to do posts that get them to click and go through all the widgets in order to actually buy your product or service, then guess what? It's kind of pointless. And there's a lot of people that have a large following that don't know how to monetize it. Those are two different skills, right? Building a following and monetize a following. And this is something that if you're doing it, if you want to do it, I would highly recommend you pay for somebody that knows how to do it, that teaches you over like a 12-week period or something like that, whatever course or class they have. I would pay somebody that's doing it effectively, that teaches people how to also do that, right? But if you think that's easier, you go ahead. I was like, and I told him, I was like, this is the problem with the insurance industry in like that I've seen, is that everyone's like, oh, everyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It's so easy. Anyone can do it. And so we brought on way too many people to get their license to come on and just fail in the insurance industry. And it's sad because there's a lot of people that should not be here. There's a lot of people that should not have their license because they're not willing to do the work. They thought this was going to be simple and easy. They're going to make one call. They're going to get a sale. They're going to get paid $1,000, and they do that once a week. And now they're living life easy, right? It doesn't work that way. It's a grind. It's difficult. It's challenging. You're going to get a lot of rejection. A lot of people telling you no. You got people that are not going to believe in you. You're going to have to focus. So a lot of times you're working a part-time or a full-time job. And this is your side gig that you're trying to build up to a point that you can quit and go full time on this. But then you're exhausted whenever you get off of work and you're distracted by the kids, the family, things you got to do. You want to get to bed earlier so you don't stay up late. You don't work on this. It's challenging, right? So the message I wanted to give to everybody was have the right perspective when you're going, especially if you're in insurance or if you're coming into insurance. So if you're coming into any entrepreneurial industry, you need to have the right perspective. Do not go in thinking, I'm going to find the easiest path, because I promise you, if you do it with that mindset, you're destined to fail. You need to take the path that is the most assured path to success. And I'm telling you, that's not the easiest path. That's the most treacherous path. There's a difference. See, people will say, I want to be successful. Well, what's the easiest way to be successful? There's not an easy way to be successful. There's a quicker way, right? Which is doing the hard shit the first time and learning to do the hard shit and being disciplined and being structured and scheduled and not going off on the side and doing whatever you want to do, thinking that it's going to get you there easier because you're skipping steps, right? Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I've done the hey, I'm gonna do it the easy way, and every single time it always went wrong for me. And I suffered because then I had to basically pull in my military training, take a knee, reassess my situation, take an account of where I'm at, what's going on, right? Do that internal functions check and look at everything and be like, okay, what the hell is going on here? And realize, okay, the path I'm on right now is the wrong path. Let's say I'm in so let's liken this to land navigation. Dropping, taking a knee, pulling up the map and looking at my terrain and looking at the map and being like, shit, that ridge is that ridge on the map. And I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way and I'm off track. I'm off course. I need to get back on course. I'm like 1,000 meters off course because I wasn't paying attention. So I need to get back on course and I need to get back to my point, right? Because I was trying to take an easier path through the woods, following maybe some power lines that I thought would take me to the point I wanted to go to, but I followed the wrong power lines, which took me to the wrong place. And that's what happens. And so sometimes you got to stop and take a knee. And I've had to do this in my business multiple times where I'd stop, take a knee, assess my surroundings, look at my terrain and say, fuck, I'm in the wrong place. I need to go back. And I had to go back to where I was. And I had to do the hard work. I had to do the difficult task that I didn't want to do every single time. And then when I did that, a world of possibilities and opportunities opened up to me. And a world of success opened to me that I wasn't realizing was there. So if you're looking to get into insurance, or you're looking to be an entrepreneur, or if you're in insurance, stop looking for the easy way. Stop looking for the easy path. Don't reach out to people and be like, hey, what's the easiest way to do this? Is this easier than life insurance? Yes, Medicare, technically, I could term it as easier than life insurance. Because simply I don't have to get someone's banking information. So I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get somebody saying, well, I don't want to do this because I don't want to pay for it. That doesn't mean that to get a lot of sales and to make good money is not easy. Or it is easy. It's not. It's difficult. It's challenging. It still takes a level of consistency and persistence, grit, determination. It takes all these things. So get your mind right. Stop trying to take the easy route. Start focusing on how can I be the best at my field, at my craft, in order to find success quicker, okay? Not easier, but quicker. Push past this adversity, push past the difficulty, because with every challenge, with every adversity, that creates change and growth. And with growth, you're extending out your potential, you're increasing your performance. So you should be relishing every single time that things are difficult. You should look and be like, this means I'm growing, I'm getting better. This means that I have a lot of success coming my way. You have that mindset, and I guarantee you're going to be successful in your endeavors in any entrepreneurial industry. This has been the Be the Difference podcast. I hope that this has been of value to you. If you listened till now, this is a short one, then do me a favor. Share this content with somebody else that can learn and grow from it. Okay. We don't have any ads. We don't do any promotions on this. I just do this for all of you to help you to be successful and to share the content, the knowledge, the experience that I've been gaining in my entrepreneurial journey throughout the years to hopefully help you. Okay. So it takes you 30 to 60 seconds to share this content with somebody else that might be able to make an impact, but it means the world to me. So make sure you're following our page, share the content out, and as always, be the difference. Until next time, we'll see you.